Every morning the city seems to ask the same question. How much are you worth? The towers rise like man-made mountains. The windows reflect promises. The streets become rivers of people chasing an ever more distant tomorrow. From above, everything appears orderly, almost perfect. The eagle represents this first glance. Distance. The illusion that observing from above means understanding. But no flight can avoid the descent. Every eagle, sooner or later, must touch the ground. Every day we think we're fighting dragons. We call them work, success, responsibility, fear of failure. We build glass castles, climb ever higher towers, and turn our lives into one long battle. Yet the most powerful monsters don't live outside of us. They live in the way we interpret the world. This isn't the story of a woman who defeats a dragon. It's the story of a woman who discovers that the dragon was made of the same substance as her thoughts. And that a simple, almost invisible thread can be stronger than any legendary creature. Welcome to Ilara's journey. Entering the office, the myth changes shape. The castle has no walls. It has badges, passwords, hierarchies. The Griffin is not a monster. It is authority when it forgets to be human. It is ambition that promises rewards while fueling fear. In that world, everyone plays a role. Manager, collaborator, leader, employee. Masks are necessary. But every mask, if worn too long, ends up forgetting the face it protects. Then comes the dragon. It doesn't breathe fire. It breathes urgency. Notifications. Deadlines. Servers crashing. Code breaking. The heart races. The hands continue to work. The mind no longer distinguishes between a real emergency and an imagined one. The modern dragon doesn't destroy cities. It slowly consumes attention and convinces those who face it that their entire life depends on the next hour. Then something unthinkable happens. The dragon wins. The plan fails. The battle is lost. And yet, if we listen carefully to this silence, we discover something. The world does not end. The sky does not fall. The earth continues to rotate. Many of our fears only exist as long as we continue to feed them. Sometimes defeat is simply the end of an illusion. In the noise of the day, the smallest detail appears. A wire, a tangled headphone, a charger, and a message. Don't forget to breathe. Everything that seemed enormous suddenly shrinks. Life doesn't return through great revelations. It returns through tiny gestures. A familiar voice, A hand, a memory, a presence. The thread that saves us isn't the one that takes us furthest. It's the one that brings us home. In that instant, the castle disappears. The knight disappears. The dragon disappears. Only a woman remains sitting at a desk. Jung would have called this moment the withdrawal of projections. The world ceases to be the theater of our fears, and it simply returns to being the world. The objects do not change. The gaze changes, and it is the gaze that creates or dissolves every monster. At 5 in the afternoon, the most revolutionary gesture occurs. Ilara turns off her computer. Not because she's won, but because she understands that not all battles are worth fighting. As the elevator descends, the symbols also dissolve. The dragon, the griffin, the eagle. They were drawings traced in the sky. If you stop looking at them, they return to dust. The night brings no answers. It brings silence. And that's enough. The thread unwinds. Breathing slows. For the first time in months, there's nothing to prove. No notification. No performance. No hero. The dragon hasn't been slain. It's simply left without spectators. Maybe peace isn't about winning all wars. Maybe it's about stopping turning every day into a battlefield. And from that silence, sleep is finally born. The first true rest. The first authentic victory.